welcome to the season finale.
Season finale of the hottest podcast in the automotive industry.
Yes,
Right here,
sir.
episode 13.
Yeah, welcome back to East Carolina Brides. Gonna have a little glitz and glam for this last episode. We've got a bunch of things in the brew, and I'm excited, man.
Well, let's just go ahead and get right to, don't really want to talk about a showroom story this morning.
Yeah.
What we're going to talk about is America 250.
That's right.
Big event happening here at East Carolina. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Lincoln. And guys, what an incredible time it is for all of us Americans. 250 years, 250th birthday of our country. And no better way to celebrate than to give back to our customers. And we have this big promotion going on. It's a big 4-week promotion.
Yeah, you had alluded to it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I gave a little, just a little preview. Well, it wasn't even a preview, really.
Yeah.
It was just a tease.
Yeah, it's like something's coming, something big's coming, and
Yeah.
it is big. We've had some momentum for sure with that promotion.
Huge weekend to kick it off. Sold 13 new cars in the first 3 days of it. So it was a big boom to start off with. 13 lucky customers that got an instant $250 gas card. And the one thing about the gas card, it's the one thing that keeps on giving. The customers automatically leave with a full tank of gas.
Oh, that's right.
So every new car purchase, we put a full tank of gas in. Well, think about it. You get a $250 gas card. You've got yourself a normal, 20-gallon tank out there. This gas card is going to take you to the gas station and fill up your car approximately about 4 more times, maybe 5 more times.
Right.
I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So it keeps people, East Carolina's going to be on people's brains when they take out that gas card and swipe it at the pump and go ahead and get their next tank of gas. So it's exciting for them. Also, just for taking a test drive, which I think this is kind of key. Just for taking a qualified test drive. And everybody says, what's a qualified test drive? A qualified test drive is merely, if you're interested in a vehicle and you're actually shopping for a vehicle, you do not have to buy the vehicle, but you have to show interest in shopping for it at least. Take a test drive, see what you think about the vehicle. Test drives are free. They don't cost a thing. And you get an opportunity. You get your name in the drawing for a $250 gas card. If you happen to purchase a pre-owned car, you get an extra one. Of course, you're going to get a slip in the drawing for the test drive, but you'll also get an extra one in there too, so you'll double your chances of winning on a pre-owned car purchase.
And we're supposed to be announcing the winners weekly, though, right? It's not just at the end of the
Yeah,
event.
yeah, every Friday. So it's a 4-week event, as I alluded to earlier. Every Friday we're going to be doing a drawing we have our beautiful boxes out there in the showroom. The salespeople are dropping slips in them left and right. And, come every Friday, we're going to pull out one lucky customer. Of course, the new car customers, they've already got their gas card, so they're already enjoying the luxury of free gas for a good while. But somebody either that purchased a pre-owned car, again, double entries, or somebody that just simply took a test drive, they didn't even purchase anything. Somebody's going to win another $250 every single Friday for the next 4 Fridays.
Man, it's customers right now winning left and right. We got great deals on Rams. Got excellent pre-owned selection right now. Our lot is full of pre-owned vehicles. I mean, we're actually
we've got about 15 pre-owned trade-ins. We haven't even got through the shop yet.
Right.
They're just kind of stacking up on top of each other, which it's a double-edged sword. When you're taking in a lot of trade-ins, you're selling new cars.
Right.
So the new car's gone.
Right.
But the trade-in, which is what we need to get done as quickly as possible, because in this business, time's money. Those used cars kind of get piled up because we only have 1 or 2 people that actually does those used car inspections for us.
Yeah.
So the more trade-ins we get, the longer time it takes the trade-ins to come out of the shop. So
yeah. And if you sell a new car and you're trading in a pre-owned car, it's like the slot that was there on our lot for that pre-owned car. We have to make more room for it because it's like a logistics game out here all the time trying to move the lot around. It's something that we consider a part of our marketing, though, is making our lot look good. So
it's the first impression. It's the first impression that a customer sees is a nice, tight lot. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
I've had customers tell me that. I actually had a customer tell me, I'm not going to say which dealership it was. I will say the city, New Bern. But they said that they walked onto the lot, or not walked on, but drove onto the lot and decided to drive off because their cars were all janked up and their lot didn't look good. And their thought process was exactly what my thought process is. You know, if this is the way that they treat their inventory, then how are they going to treat us as a customer?
Right.
So, and for,
looks like they don't care.
yeah, for all salespeople out there, remember, a lot of your job, and there's only one way you make money as an automotive salesperson, and that's through your inventory. So on your inventory, you have to take care of it. You have to market it. You have to sort of protect it in order to make sure that you have something to sell.
It makes a welcoming atmosphere, like you said, and there's nothing better than looking down a line and just seeing that crisp line of cars.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just picturesque. If you worked in the business for any amount of time, it's like I don't know. It's like when you get a stack of sheet of paper and they're all just right in line. It's just perfect. And the sense of accomplishment when you take a really jacked up line. If we had like a really busy weekend, and then you go out there and you have somebody watching because it's just easier that way, and they can see the line, make sure that it's all the tips of the cars are all just perfect, and you get it looking back right. But it does take some time, take some effort. But that's the whole purpose is you got to show some effort towards making the lot look good, making sure that everything's situated. We do a lot check every day to make sure windows are rolled up, doors are locked. It's a huge part.
It's safeguarding your inventory. It's safeguarding the way that you make money.
Right.
And we've believe you me, we've come out here. We've come out here in the morning time, and we found a vehicle that was unlocked. It was a ProMaster van, and there was a person almost living in it. One time. Yeah. So yeah, so you got to keep the doors locked and everything. So, of course, that was an eye opener that morning.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure no cup of coffee to wake you up after that.
Yeah.
But,
open up the side door to the van. Oh, what in the world?
Good morning. Are you here to purchase this?
He's rolling off out of a sleeping bag.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, they are very roomy, but you don't want to find that in the morning. It's something that just because recently I did sell a ProMaster van, but this is a weird way to segue into this, but there's little particulars with those vans. If you have a person buying a ProMaster van, they're commercial vehicles, unless they are specifically using that for a camper, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the banks look at that as like a commercial loan. Is that right?
A ProMaster van is considered a commercial vehicle. So there's only a select few number of banks that will actually do a ProMaster van. It does not matter what the intention for the van is.
Okay.
You could intend to make the van into a sleeper van or a van for. I've seen on these ProMaster vans, especially the bigger ones with the tall roof, and I've seen people put kitchenettes in it.
Yeah.
Full
RVs.
Plumbing. I've seen plumbing in there.
Yeah.
A small little toiletry system, but it doesn't matter what you intend on using it for. The vehicle itself, that VIN number, the bank recognizes it as a commercial vehicle. So I've got probably a total of about 7 or 8 different lenders that'll do ProMaster vans out of about 41 lenders total. So you're limited just because of the VIN number.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's something that sometimes in sales I don't always see the behind the scenes of what's going on at the desk, and that's good to know. I mean, as a consumer too, if you are looking to do it as a ProMaster. ProMaster vans are just very versatile vehicles. A lot of different businesses will use it for all kinds of things. We just outfitted one for with the upfit already installed for like a turnkey.
Got a nice mat in it. This time we decided to go with a nice mat in the bottom of it with the shelves and racking system that's already inside it. So yeah, we've got that out there with the Easy Glide ladder rack, and those things are very easy. You just take a pole, you pull it out, and your ladder rack just smoothly comes out to the side angle. You can take it right off the rack. It's a really nice system.
Yeah. And for somebody that's needing something right away to have it ready to go, not having to wait for an upfitter to do their thing.
And I tell you another thing that's been turning the ProMaster vans around. So there's some competition. Ford has got the Transit, a nice van. Chevrolet still does regular cargo vans, but these ProMaster vans, they are made to stand up in. Come with low roofs, high roofs, depending on how much money you want to spend, what you want. But you know, the thing about the ProMaster vans that nobody else has got, it's the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Yeah. Wish we had a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on this roof.
Yeah.
We had a rainstorm.
I'm looking at Bobby and Waters like, I like it.
Oh my gosh!
But the show must go on.
That's right. I just started looking at Brian. I was like, "Oh, okay, here we go." We did have a pretty heavy rainstorm last night.
But a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Now that's surely something that a business owner can go, You know,
Right.
a lot of times, you know, these HVAC companies, plumbing companies, and everything. A lot of times their van are going to be local Eastern North Carolina. If the plumbing companies, let's say they're based out of Greenville, they may go to someplace like a Hookerton, or they may go to someplace, but most likely that van's going to be returned back to the facility, to the plumbing or the HVAC facility and everything that evening, unless they're allowed to take it home. But for the most part, they're going to be local riders.
Right.
That 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty goes a long way to a business owner's mind, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I remember there was a brief time where they would give an option for taking some money off, or you could get the powertrain warranty to extend to 100,000 miles, but you still had the 5 years. Which, if you had a ProMaster van, like I said, if in town mostly, you're probably not going to ever get the miles. You're going to be hitting the year before you hit the miles. For me, like the 10-year, 100,000 mile is very alluring. I really don't need a truck, but the potential of being able to get that 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty on a brand new truck is pretty sweet. If you drive less than 10,000 miles a year, you're going to be able to, take advantage of that whole period.
Well, but it's not only that. I mean, think about it. I mean, it used to be 60,000 miles.
Right.
So for those folks that do drive 15 to 18,000 miles, even 20,000 miles a year, if you are somebody that drives 20,000 miles a year and you need a Ram product right now, that's going to provide you warranty for 5 years of that. Now, that's an extra 40,000 miles than what we used to have on the Rams.
Right.
So, you're getting basically for high mileage customers, I think it even works out better because that gives you 2 more years of warranty for a high mileage driving customer, like 20,000 miles a year. Yeah. Either way you shake it, we've got the best warranty in the industry with our trucks. Yeah. We've got rebates on our Ram 1500s. We've got special financing. I really don't, and a $250 gas card now. Yeah. I really don't know what else to do,
Yeah, we can't give them away, but we're getting pretty daggone close.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I may be able to get, I'll try to get Michael Jordan out here to sell them for. I don't know what to do. Yeah. I can't do anything else.
Make a few phone calls. It's funny. I had a customer recently just mention that he had done a couple. He did like the boat for Michael Jordan, and he's so, it's not like he's secretive, but you got to kind of be. But he had to sign an NDA through the whole time period that he was building it, so that people weren't like chasing him down, asking him about his boat and all these other things. It's when you get into the limelight, I guess you have to start getting even your workers that work on your stuff. He was working on this mega yacht for him. He said, you got to sign this NDA, and even though people see you leaving this big yacht out of the bay, you can't talk about it to anybody around.
I call that big money problems.
No doubt. More money, more problems, as the late great Biggie used to say. But we hope we have somebody like that show up here ready to spend some money. But in Greenville, we have a particular market. I think that's why we have sort of a smaller section dedicated to the Lincoln side of things. Luxury vehicles tend to sort of geared towards a different crowd. But it's kind of crazy living in Greenville and seeing people come in like Mr. Beast that just have more money than he can even spend quick enough. Like he makes it back before he can spend it.
I don't even see Jimmy hardly much anymore. Normally he's got his people
right
that are conducting the transactions for him and everything. I think we take the paperwork to him and he signs the paperwork, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if our bonded driver actually sees the paperwork getting signed, or if the paperwork, if Dustin takes the paperwork to him or something. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. He's done a lot for this community.
No doubt. Yeah.
Good guy.
He did come out. I mean, he was not. He started small, and when he was pretty big, he came out here in person, and he was not shy. I think now like security detail and all that kind of.
Oh yeah, he can't
to be.
Yeah. There's no way in the world he can just walk the streets of Greenville or any other place without people around him. I mean, it's just that's impossible to do.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, well...
and he deserves it. He deserves all the success. I mean, he started off from nothing on right here, YouTube. And, by the way, Jimmy, subscribe.
And click that subscribe. Share this podcast.
But...
well, we do occasionally see, the people come in and just write a check, but... the majority of people are financing, and that's of course we talked about in the Rams being that extra thing on top of the rebates with the percentage. But I have a question. So when I'm going to the desk and you're there with the bank, you've got to make phone calls. You've got a relationship with the banks. I tell customers this all the time. But how do you maintain that relationship with the bank so that, because I know sometimes you guys have to kind of call in favor, and so what's the, I guess if this is maybe too deep into the woods of what you got going on behind the scenes, but how do you maintain a relationship with a bank?
Okay, so there's two different aspects to it. Mm-hmm. Number one, you have a bank representative. The bank representative is your bank, let's just say Joel from AmeriCredit. Okay, so Joel from AmeriCredit, he comes in about once every other week. He comes in and spends about 5 to 10 minutes at the dealership. And what he's going over is where our story is, what our portfolio is with the bank for the current month, the previous month, and the last 90 days. And he'll go over that with us. He'll go over any kind of new programs, rate decreases, or anything like that they have going on. So the whole big thing about him showing up every 2 weeks, if you think about it, is he just wants to make sure that he keeps AmeriCredit in Brian and Tony's brain.
Right.
Okay, our desk manager, Tony. And so he wants to make sure that AmeriCredit is just in our brain. So that way, whenever a customer comes in and their credit is to the such where AmeriCredit may be a good fit for them, we're going to remember to click on them. So that would be one where maybe Capital One would be right in that same category.
Okay.
So he just doesn't want us clicking Capital One. He wants us clicking AmeriCredit too.
They just want an opportunity.
There's those visits. Then you have the buyer, Mike. So how do you get rapport with a buyer? Well, normally, whenever a new buyer is introduced for an area, the representative, in this case Joel, would bring Mike around to all of his stores and introduce him. Take the time then, when you have a new buyer, take the time then to spend somewhere right around 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even sit around for 20 minutes, talking, getting to know the guy, having some laughs, or the girl, having some laughs, and just get to know each other. And
I can always identify who they are because they're usually coming in with a clipboard and they got the suit on. And,
that's right.
You know,
Yeah, the coats.
the
coats.
Not that I have a chance to sell
In the
them
dead
a
of
car.
summer. Yeah.
Right.
But take time and actually get to know that person face to face, because the likelihood with the buyer is that'll be the last time that you ever see that person, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so think about this. If you are a sales manager at a dealership and a rep is bringing in a buyer, okay, if you kind of like go, I'm busy, and you shoo them off, okay, how's that going to react whenever when you're talking about relationships?
Right.
How's that going to react whenever you need a favor done? It's not going to be a good reaction. That's the time whenever you need to sit down with them for a good 15, 20 minutes and ask them what they know about the business and give your story, how long you've been at the dealership, give your story about what you've done, what you've come from, and all this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
That way you kind of make a bond, and it doesn't take that long, again, 20 minutes or so, 15, and you make that bond. So now, whenever you talk to them on the telephone, now it's like good buddy Mike, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so whenever I call up Mike now, I'm like, Mike, look, man, I need some help on this deal. Look, let me go ahead and tell you, we got to put this thing, there's a deal here. And then you tell them your vision of the deal.
Right.
Okay? If you can get them to see, people love stories, including bankers.
Right.
I always like to put a story to the banker, and what that does is that makes the banker look at them as an individual and not a number. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that, but I think
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's it's almost like how we as salespeople, develop rapport with our customers. You kind of have to do that with the bankers on the other end of things, and it all comes down to the big first letter in our values, relationships.
relationships are.
It makes the whole business world go round, and it's not just computers, flipping the switch every time you submit something in. There are individuals behind the curtain, even behind us, taking a look at these deals and changing people's lives. And sometimes, like I said, that's really cool, though, that there's a story that they're willing to hear in order to make that call.
They're willing to hear
Right.
if you've built a relationship with them.
Right.
Now, if you were one of the managers that didn't give them 2 minutes of your day, he came in to be introduced to you.
Right.
Okay, Joel brought Mike in to be introduced to me, right?
Yeah.
If I shoo Mike out of the store, I'm going to need Mike sooner or later.
Right.
Yeah. Why in the world would you shoo somebody out that potentially could help you make income for you and your family?
No doubt.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So take the time, invest in people, and invest. It's just time. But that time will lead to resources. And what I mean resources, I'm talking about approvals.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well, that's cool that we could have that a tip for sales managers abroad too. A lot of times we're talking about new salespeople, but there's always a way to grow and become better with whatever role you're in at the dealership. And it takes investment. I was going to put in a little note for salespeople and invest in a good pair of shoes. I'm feeling the pain today. You gotta have some good shoes or some good insoles.
You really do, and I'm so glad that that we were able to switch over to tennis shoes.
Oh,
nice
goodness.
and neat.
Yes.
Salespeople, nice and neat tennis shoes.
Yeah.
No high tops, none of your shoelaces just dangling.
Right.
You know,
Keep
it's
it
gotta,
professional.
Yeah, keep it professional. But I'm so glad we went to tennis shoes a few years back, because I'm gonna tell you, it really saves on the puppies.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, probably every 6 months I'd have a flare up of plantar fasciitis.
When I first started in the car business, everybody was wearing wing tips.
Yeah.
And penny loafers and wing tips is
Right.
what everybody was wearing at the time.
Probably the most uncomfortable shoes.
On asphalt?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Chasing down customers on asphalt? Wearing, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and tell you what. You went home when your puppies were hurting, bud.
Yeah. we have had some great growth in the apparel side of things. We can wear these polos. We can wear, comfortable walk-in or running shoes as long as they're clean and neat and laced and no holes and stuff like that. You still got to maintain your professionalism. I hate it for folks that are still, stuck wearing button-up suits and that sort of thing. I can't even imagine in the months that we got coming ahead, and where it's going to be like 100+ degrees out here. It's almost dangerous. You can get dehydrated out there and sweat your tail off.
I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it. We had a suit, well, not a suit, but we had a tie policy, shirt and tie, long shirts.
yeah. When I first started, I did too.
At the very first, it was dress pants,
Yeah.
dress shoes, long shirts and ties. And in the wintertime and stuff like that, usually you sport yourself a blazer or something like that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's the way that the car business was.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're, like you said, we're a lot more relaxed in our fit. And I truly believe people sell better whenever they feel better and more comfortable. I think it's an easier sell, because I'm going to tell you, some of them days I spent out there with a long sleeve shirt, your undershirt, the t-shirt you wore underneath would be absolutely drenched. And there's absolutely no way you could be comfortable in a wet undershirt
Yeah.
and a
this is
long
worth
sleeve
pointing
shirt
out,
at the top.
you're not sweating today. This drip, I think this is a big call today that we're gonna have to fix the roof.
I haven't flinched, folks.
he has been
I
solid.
haven't flinched. Look at that.
He does work hard on this podcast, but not enough to be sweating that much. Man, I'm so excited for where we're going with this podcast, and we're I know getting close to the time where we got to make the call here and move on to the next season.
Next season, season 2.
Yeah, we're gonna have more guests. We have had a little bit of a dry spell on guests.
We're going to get Big E on here.
Yeah. Look, he put a comment in. He did what I asked. I really probably should have told the other guy that was a potential guest for today. We had a potential guest, but look, folks get busy. I understand.
It is what it is. It's
It
the
is
car
what it is.
business. Somebody from service, they were busy helping a customer. And isn't that what we do?
That's right.
I mean,
you got to
so-
put that as a priority.
Yeah,
Always.
I mean, this is put this on the back burner. Yes, take care of the customer, please.
Yeah.
But we got to get Big E out here. I think he'll be a great guest.
Yeah.
And I think you'll get us a lot more views and subscribers and stuff.
Right.
Look
at
he'll
some young blood. He's the next tier down. He's a generation.
Yeah.
We had 3 generations of car salespeople.
yeah.
Yep. So we'll continue rolling on to the next season, and of course, remember to hit that like and to subscribe. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to see for the next season. Look, we are open and ready for some feedback. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
Next season, here we go.
Let's go.
All right, bud.
All right. We'll see you then. Thanks again for watching East Carolina Rides.
The hottest podcast in the automotive industry. Thank you, guys.
Thanks. See y'all next week.